On Friday, Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin will sit down together in Anchorage, Alaska, the first time they'll be meeting in person since Russia's invasion of Ukraine in 2022. It will be a one-on-one, behind closed doors, no European leaders in the room, and no Ukrainians either. And if history is anything to go by, that is exactly how Putin likes it. In 2018 in Helsinki, Trump met Putin privately for 2 hours with only interpreters. When they emerged, Trump publicly sided with Putin over his own intelligence agencies on Russian election interference, saying President Putin says it's not Russia, I don't see any reason why it would be. His own national security advisor at the time, John Bolton, later wrote that Putin had to be laughing uproariously at what he got away with. Fiona Hill, then a senior White House Russia advisor, admitted she considered pulling a fire alarm to stop the press conference. Putin is not new to American presidents. He's met 5 of them. Bill Clinton in 2000, when jazz concerts and talk of friendship were still on the table. Icy confrontations with Barack Obama and Joe Biden. George W. Bush took him fishing in Maine in 2007. Obama clashed with him over Syria and Ukraine. Biden warned him about cyber attacks in Geneva in 2021. But Trump has been different, more personal, less scripted, and far more secretive. They met officially 6 times in Trump's first term. Hamburg in 2017, Trump confronted Putin about election interference, Putin denied it, and Trump left impressed by the denial. That night, they had an unplanned interpreter-only chat at a dinner. No US officials present. Vietnam in 2017. Trump repeated Putin's claim of innocence on election meddling. I believe that when he tells me that, he means it. Helsinki in 2018, the now infamous press conference. Buenos Aires in 2018, a private chat at a leaders' dinner, again with no US note-taker. Osaka in 2019, Trump joked with Putin, don't meddle in the election, please, as cameras rolled. And all the while, interpreters' notes disappeared. Details stayed off the record. Putin's negotiation style is slow, meticulous, and built on bad faith. Former French President François Hollande, who once spent 17 hours in talks with Putin over Ukraine, says the Russian president will retell the history of the conflict for an hour or more, insist on obvious falsehoods, then offer a small opening so the other side can claim progress. German diplomats describe him as one of the most skilled negotiators in the world, with a habit of manipulating facts and exploiting gaps in his counterpart's knowledge. And knowledge, former advisors warn, is not Trump's strongest suit. This time, Trump faces Putin without the advisors of his first term. No Bolton, Mattis, Pompeo. His current circle has fewer Russia critics, and those who once were have softened their tone. The White House calls it a listening exercise, while critics call it winging it. Steve Witkoff, Trump's real estate friend turned special envoy, met Putin in Moscow last week alone. No diplomats in sight. Putin arrives aiming to reel Trump back into a deal favorable to Moscow, ideally one that he can present to Kiev and Europe as a done deal. Trump says he'll know in minutes if Putin wants a ceasefire. He might walk out urging Ukraine to keep fighting, or he might start talking land swaps that Zelensky has already rejected. Putin may play for time, seeking to halt US support for Ukraine without giving up ground. Analysts agree that a major breakthrough is unlikely. But even without a deal, the optics could help Putin and raise fresh doubts among US allies about where Trump's instincts lie.